By a guarantor system, no say, obi di adansi, obi jina mu, edi ama na yejina so, ama kwan, ya twe wudi, edi aba abato woman, no yenyano, and TSA, wajia to waje apostle. And I feel so indelible ink na yede kansa, the say and so say, ya to abano. We na adwen say ko ye free mu no. Say apostle yede. Eje mu, madi jibro, wa Minkah nyina wonwe. Eti we o say ye ana, madi akwaba.
Amen.
Salam alaikum.
Alaikum salam. Shiacho.
Yes, ya pa. And when you nyina ye busa bitu say wonna. What the naka.
Easy. Time I hold you better no. Na ejuma be so ekoso. But a bumpire say that sacrifice enco waste.
Yeah.
And I believe say we are party now starting. Na me adoma we sacrifice will be a year. When I'm okay, because we are now doing a text message. The more pen I have to now start checking. If I didn't free, if I we need that account
enough. And
I only say that crap on no, and we need a doubt. They are commanding our joining.
That's right.
Our joining to mean that at least you have the challenge that you have. So I mean a struggle, but I believe
which is also not good for your health, no. But
that is one of the highest risks. Amount for a take. It's the highest risks. Maybe people will not understand. Do how to who say hey, now oh body. I thought there's stress.
Yeah.
All these ones comes in, but it's not easy.
Yeah.
It's not easy. That is why at times when I may who will be a party juma na adikiti na walk home. No my unity back. Now we say actually who doing a home no. Because if you are in fact, like in say neck me.
Yeah.
Now man for number going back to your region because you may be cause.
Wow.
Yes. So why do now the make it think it no be me way without thinking of all the sacrifice I did too much for them. Like,
yeah.
So, I mean
Baba Minkah say me many Ghana for we are say 2024 na ye kono. Mo ko ene sa France ha. Ahom metwe mfia de abom.
I mean,
what did you make?
I'm just giving
because I said, even MP before Crabo Kasa, we say, na NDC omo okromo ha. What is Akasa de bida?
Okay, Kwame, I think say we need also to understand style. You realize say no Kasa AOC on the Electoral Commission. I believe say you have to also adopt a system to achieve what you want.
Yeah.
Your time obey raise your voice. Your time obey tone sound. Your time won't Kasa. We are using all this strategy to get what we want.
And
let me make I'm for be safe. Anytime you have to do,
yeah.
And I won't always keep saying the best way of the chain now. And it's our own category.
More feelings a pressure be damn so na.
No, that's what we don't.
NDC amani okono because that's what be any jinamoso.
And I be him.
Do you feel it?
Sure. At times, Kwame, say me can't wait till I won't in because I always ask myself every day we meet date me work pay my calendar my 7 December. There can be a Ochina Monday we go every day we be so we have mini holiday. Last Monday when I me did me baby. Only day me boss 9 o'clock no boss I meet your boss. I'm doing some entry. Say oh, birthdays will have us as a boss. Who look I say we that you say young postponing in EJB uncle. These are the kind of things we know there's a pressure and we know say we can't afford to disappoint Ghanaians. We know and NDC is beyond NDC. I've always said NDC it's beyond NDC. In fact, everything that we are doing, Ghanaians are looking at NDC to save Ghana. They make us say some countries maybe but there's a hope. Say there's an alternative in Jomahama.
Yeah.
So we three book. Maybe embedded stage. So Ghanaians are the ones we are saving them now.
Okay. All right. I feel yamra IPAC and share mono. A dear the course agreement banner it will see.
Me share Electoral Commission called IPAC. And this is the third IPAC at CDC and NDC. Ekopiomo ndra mene me boss. In fact, the election directorate in Ekoye me any Dr. Monibo Ama, any Dr. Tonko Rashid in Ekopiomo because on visa for 3 members. nti ekopi mu on that ni na gina timetable ye na ye bisa say timetable no wo hin na nti we plan ye programs ni nti ekopi mu ndra the first thing they gave us the timetable my calendar no before we go calendar no so no then they have to give us a briefing maybe omo ye ya omo say omo mfa ntuja bako and say omo ka kire say the last time you share about month date issue but omo checks be omo say sad month's date issue no this year enye enti bimba so enti omo atwa assign emba so official because nyama wo tibia na ya atiasem but say the omo ati so me omo ye ho adwuma bi okay again about the issue of indelible ink and also omo de mu gide mu say nanka mu use but omo share political party the last time we say APAC last time nyama discussions ye omo so mo engage amanfo ahemfo ni nyama omo hu say ye ntimi yi indelible ink in free about to omo this time around indelible ink issue no so omo ka kire say ye be use indelible ink in 2024 elections nti eno so ya de a omo ka kire say omo ye hu adwuma 3 polling stations na ye wo no ye wo 38,622
yeah
omo creative for bio because omo creative for
a polling station
omo creative for say bia area bi o why polling station omo creative
okay
but the omeye any say ombe split ebi mo
ombe pie
because
it the o dada ombe pie
your threshold omo da ye dia ma
right
na threshold no they were higher 749
okay
na say buru so a o say omo pie mu mi no ndi omo no ye registration ni we limited registration we ya first one second we are automatically the buru so 774
o say
omo pie mu mi no to split but omo share based on data na omo wo no we ye projection na what me say amount for the door so we mu a e be pie nya 4,000 more polling station. Until we are likely to go beyond 38,000. I bet off about 42,000.
But the Kwame so no more pay. We said a ya and go for kasa.
But that be split of polling stations is normal activity electoral commission.
And baby you be position.
That be why say split here.
Okay.
Ever say Methodist primary school. Now on polling station back on about 749 and the old mudada. Now say I could do 780 and I say 790. On be pay me no. Into box meaning about the same center and could be that's what we call splits. Into way a dear on that's 3 items.
Yeah.
Into bon catch the 4th one and they say Oma pushing you may be an anchor on by you so but now mo be by biano political parties and other stakeholders and gian to mo almost almost say emwa and bini say na come person you solely Ghana card and find your registration.
Yeah.
And no Oma to me who say argument be say in your be na Ghana card no Oma ko say ampa in your be na Ghana card enti about the Ghana card issue no then come be ya na come the CI be call parliament.
That's right.
Enti because of say we are want me change of all these things indelible ink issue enti CI na ye wo no omo sesa
amwo gidie say ampa omunye
eyamunye
e de na mamo say gidie
emunye
no chemo e de na mamo say gidie
that is why I will give you those ones.
Sure.
Enti omo insistent CI no other CI for registration, CI for elections.
Yeah.
Then na say ye gidie wo mo.
Yeah.
For elections I be registration on the 7th May to 27th May.
That's right.
This year no.
Yeah.
Electoral commission na there nka person obey pass na nka date for limited registration. Na nka be continue registration with a new CI. Okay? But for now putting the dates which means CI nensa. What I say?
It's based on the calendar.
Calendar no be e no ya die tu mu no. E kire say CI no e die tu mu sa. And our details CI no there calendar there just document dates on but there are details behind a discussions that shows say you can trust yes a change of the CI. Into registration be this time around so you be the same limited registration 21 days. Now 21 days you the last time you argue say sentence no enko beyond district office. So be kaya and almost they be and one bet me aboa e be 20 the same 261. Because say anyhow anybeba. This time around, omegie to mo say ade e kai no yampa. Nti one ome use 261 sentence ni biom. about 21 days. But on my sentence for in constituency Nibia, baby, I'm one hour. Difficult so when you call a wa. Don't get another sentence, Emma. We a idea, ya call for say, Anya Crapo, take the sentence close to the people. It means a front plane. Uka front plane be or why island. But no me now, no more but district office, Abachomodi. And the hunter at the how, and my mom for Bramachomodi this time around. They also saw it. But at that time, come here, say, oh, say, and you'll be on a better already. Because there be one first sentence now, continue, won't you say, you know. And told me to say, the sentence will be account at the Ama registration. It is Abro Majiji San no more. We was a question, so 1 month for Timo. Sabro Majiji San no more way in our two. I can't no Nanyo Mujinaye. Benzo ne, Omatsia, Omajatum. Does it mean say Matumanda? Why money? But I be in 2 months. David. Yeah, idea, you know, Waka is different from say, you implement it. In fact, on the issue of sentence, you know, 21 days before Saber started, we need to we giving the roadmap.
That's right.
Say sentence we a debia can a benny see. You bet ya if you catch them say even the money be crap no. Yes, you be call for my say they be o man for when can yam for being can and son a crap yet star issues which all of us agree. And sir, we know until they do that stage, you know, we go for there. So on that one again, Nanka, your college station now, yeah, say because we know be an organa card into yeah, guarantees is a way see I am. No more than come be free mo. But I saw that registration 61% on much modi issue guarantee system. True. And TSC Ghana card, boy, nibi. On also buy and draw, catch I say, ampa Ghana card no. Omo ya man timi anya mo bia. Wow. Omo je to musa. Can pay. Say. Why the cancer? Or I say you chair. But a discussion and chairperson say yes, we the sports say electoral and I be one cast no. But omo timi. You mean Jim Mensa na yeah. Discussion, a good discussion yeah. So until they will allow for the guarantor system until so we obetro we are 18 years or above. Now we nya Ghana card there. Obi a watch on the dada no. Otimi guarantee ma ochire odi but ni na say man abuse of a data obi atimi abuse bi kwisi your friends Reverend Kwisi na we need to ID numbers and look up ID Ghana card ko obi abusing of a system doesn't need say system na we use is the human interface na ewo but we assure them say we know e be ye hu adwuma to be able to succeed so about registration na ade guarantor system omeje to say be issue guarantee system nya Ghana card no nko an sentence no so ombebie mu ama manfo anyakwanya atchiro mu di beboa system no ebe no it for instance baby to say not on one bia no bi waje wutwa ensuo asa no akoro enu krapo no oma ka kire say omede mu nkrofo outside identify those areas and for yet a ejuba we no ya da no. It say we are likely to go around 1,000 sentence. Yeah, because we know most of the hard to reach areas, you know. We may go around 1,000 and over sentence, which will reduce the cost of mobilization. Reduce the registration. Now one center, now for that area, all those things we spoke about it. The car machine and some say machines need be no more they cost sentence now. It me they how say ampa that report mo dey about yati. The nkrofo e ba ebesiesie na ama na obi anya machine papa e be mo even other ones I say in case the issues about all these ones will be able to have some understanding on it. Then the calendar continues. The calendar no only there's no challenge in most of the calendar because a CI na who follow. CI the chira will say mrewe or so we BBC. Mrewe or say BBC. Until after registration you be exhibition and proposal and transfer. There was a J2 say a be transfer, a be bibia. Okay. A be so time now a be share as a political party. What my first register. It was time my first register. It was time a second register. In fact, you raise a concern. Because register now my 2023 dear no. Yanya problems e bi mu di free mu yen pese be issue ba. It is high issues ba. All political parties also almost dey ba. Nen ka entrance yen correct ba won share time on. You see, you say you na ye pushy. Yeah. Mama yemre mo for say betimi atenase. I am registered no I creation for the elections. All these ones they've accepted those issues are so offer calendar no from the day in the say process so the party is going to follow the issues be better chima e be free almost say mo can say
so enya okay but another question so edibisa nanu ya nzue ya ye bie wo akoso mo a fan call for there were concerns about the fact say amount for the probabilities of belusu of voters ID card no limited registration and nam kwanso ba no does it incorporate almost
okay limited registration amount for modin da and the betre modin in fact there's a period I'm there to say they will give people a card IRA and they continue the period at which we are aware of that period. It now depends on us as a party to now mobilize people, to educate people to know say stay your issue card electoral commission and as we will push on that one say they then lose some card yes but there are issues that has happened. In fact, they also serve it me voter all those and on the in so we're all going to do all those ones. The period yes issues. In fact, we also don't encourage as a political party say come a registration issue of new cards a creative problem. If you will say wait delay me I don't think I mean new one what I say and those are the things that we're also going to look at the mortalities and to do it so and also a day to move with that a problem and so for calendar no as I said with the CI time I file of nomination time I ballot on the papers in at least we are okay with it there will at least there are some car which you have to agree say unless something happen unforeseen and it there unforeseen unforeseen angasa so unforeseen but you say unforeseen papa and unforeseen papa that will deal with those one but I want to say so far many of the things we raise and even calling for the timetable calling for this and you say Delbo Inc issues say garanta argue on facts on issues. The Electoral Commission
based on that, we will be Madi Jibril, Deputy Director of Elections, ma NDC. Based on the work here, ama NDC and GDA, or easy moana.
I love football. Me play football. I did bakwa misro any having confidence of a referee. I have never believed in a referee. I believe in my defender who block offside and everything. But the referee, I don't believe in anybody until I finish the game I'm playing. Oh, they were in Juma. Also, yeah, must media. Say me or be whether we're a bad referee or once I know you are a referee, I will deal with you as a referee and do my work well. Me, I dear a soon bopa. I so obey Juma because I make said, I dear dangerous in football. Ongo. So what about show? The referee nye no show one obejigo. But say obejigo be nye. At least when they want to say where there was his.
That's right.
So me Mr. Ongo. That's how I have to defend my things.
Anyway, you're bringing to Abono Grappa Sima Edunun and 9. Dwaboase Power 97.9 and I so TV as well. Yeni Mari Jibril na wa say Deputy Director of Elections Emma NDC Amanyoko Nenra and I'm going to be nyina ye ni mo Ghana since I said President John Dramani Mahama wasanso fa Professor Nana Jane Opoku Ajima say one time e chombe na bedi echi wabra ye ko 2024 about him kabibi fa no ene boa yesa enkabomi anase sa yonkofai betima boa wabra ye ko 2024 about him.
I mean before these appointments most of the opponent analysis used to for face they were only testing the credibility of John Mohammed. John Mohammed as a person. Say what Kasema already made this one. For that is what they were setting the trap for. No more sonare. They almost start that trap no. They were only setting that trap, saying what Kasema already made this one. Now, appointing Jane Prof as a running mate in 2020 was one of the highest risks the political party took.
I don't know.
Yes. Sure. bigger parties are scared to use a woman to go into election.
Free say.
Because I'm for vote in Bromo.
How?
Yeah.
Research when it's
You see, people who say, let's say, flag can we have a confidence on a woman to lead this country? That's kind of analysis in your court. So I'm not who leaders soon. A memorable Rex no. Now I'm fire. John Mahama, who believes in human capacity.
That's right.
Say obetimi
so your bemo modern one
free you. We are Christian, we are Muslim you, we free you, ukromi wo you. It doesn't care. Once you can deliver for the sake of this country, identify. So he chose her that time. And say let's say a dear amount for AJ in this and win election. So it's like, okay, so I never vote, Okay. So will John Mahama's bill still believe in that word? Because that could have been a doom if John Mahama had decided to change the candidates. In fact, anybody who think that could have helped us anyway, name analysis. Because now they will ask you, say, then you catch the Ghana for saying, we as a bigger party, we want to give the women opportunity to serve this country. So now you change. What now are you telling? Are you now going to do? Can you do it? And this is a major thing Mahama have done for this party and for this country.
Again, I mean, to say you can say a risk.
Yes.
What's that taking you?
No, that's it. You see, when you have a person who believes in good thing, he always stand on his principle. This is somebody that doesn't flip flop. And you see, when you are going for elections, one of the cardinal area is your credibility. Say, I don't know, can I fight it and solve the problem? That is why when John Mahama Oka saying about this Tumu issue, people are not doubting him. They know he can do it. When John Mahama mentions, say, Ghana, baby, I'm now going to the ground to ask information and to help. And that's why Ghanaians are open up, telling him, because you need that person to be able to say, yes, I have that belief. Inside the you also have to select the person. It's very important. Into running mate, any mates, Juma, any driver's mate, any planke, there be no Juma. And yes, there be say, Bibi, no one said that be a driver, no, there be. And I say, no, and echo. In fact, if a running mate issue is like a marriage, or because say in death, in sickness, in riches,
or in poor, or poverty,
you are in. You have to stand and say that why we went into this issue. And that's also John Mahama identified from Jane Nana. You say, this is the person, anytime one Johnny free. This is now be recently. Now, I can say, Bria, Yaman opportunity, what Philip Flop or see, they be idea Minkah. Idea Minkah. No, John Mahama needed that person. That's what John Mahama presented. Say, when a co-driver or a co-pilot. Yeah, and in the Bay of Juma. And John Mahama has to work with her. And under her watch, we saw how education gone up. But this is somebody why you and also that corruption no so that but I'll give somebody opportunity to under for 7 months. Somebody must say corruption. That be there. You can't find it.
And you say be a wayo.
I give somebody opportunity. With the debunku, I bet me confused with you. It's in the hotel. There be no hotel. But in sense that we believe in something to do and make a mark. She's one person at warrior. And that she has done. For your education sector. In fact, I'm now what you ever say ye free a school free a year near Anopa system. She stood a work one can say every. But today, what we have moved from I say a school in a penny Yaman school no and MPP deba back say professional way double tracking.
But analysis need be a bit more and say whatever be head of economic management team. When you're economist, Sabre so help Cassia a dog my Ghana so sikasem. Professor Nana Jane, obetimi the side leadership no aba e de ababu.
Una den
Satibi.
Una ntell me power sem. So kasa you know bo one word leadership. And yet title. It's about how to lead, how to control, how to identify the right advice. That's what you need in leadership. You don't need title. You don't need say You need somebody who sits and identifies idea what can a ball man.
Yeah.
That leadership should have it. That is what we are looking for. In terms of grammar, we need somebody economist. It is okay, offer the economy finance. They call Greek obede.
Greek is economy.
That means say can about say obede. You see, economy is a broader thing.
Yeah.
But you need leadership at that point. That is why you have qualification for presidential. Nanga because say elections and say your issue be one nanga say president only expert in that area until a president. It's about leadership. And now here. And that one we are there. Because John Bahama, who is a friend said in communication, he led an economy management team.
That's right.
And we succeeded. And you have somebody I know or say economy and a why. And I got in an economic management team. You say, well, Johnny, I'll call IT. So should we now go and learn IT? One Johnny, I'll call IT. And you can put I 2 hours.
Mr. Digital.
And your man can about me.
Dr. Digital.
Oh, doctor.
Oh, son of President to the friend.
Oh, they be on someone say consent. Someone say don't consent.
Was it a Honda Ghana Echo? Honda says, we are
maybe you are so correct. Oh, you are say, baby, I could do no. You are say is the revolution into digital world. You just need to have the infrastructure to build it. That infrastructure, your mama is to work. Because if Obi Obeka, when the time start your phone use. They say never not your friends say and touch.
Okay, Madi so body your mom. Sabra Yewura a year Sankomo Imono. Ye the second guest no ebe count nafe. Yatia sim debate nankasa ewo anti-LGBTQ plus and National Cathedral and 7 home. Courage no be a communications director ma a year no deputy communications. Come here the main man. It's a fatima family. Kind of be a deputy communications director Emma movement for change of referendum. Muzia Macha Kwaba.
Munia Machi Emma ni just a final meeting my BP. Yes.
And then the one say yellow. And now for Frantonic
is a yellow no. And a tepi. I remember me we say wow consoling a butterfly.
And it's anyway, money over to us on Professor Nana Jane Obugwajaman, and then the question of leadership name issues now man for a raise, you know. Nothing many carry later. But I mean,
so it's about leadership.
Yes.
In top of we say you should have a title to lead economic management team. It doesn't on Nimadioka because for a constitution on Chiredi also when see vice president should do that work. But what you need is a credible vice president. Vice president can own responsibility, can lead. Any power why the first female vice chancellor university. What you manage those one. All other educations you can tell how she can perform as an economic management team. And you are leading with other persons. So for the leadership, that one will deliver on that. Because one, we're not going to bring ice block team as in so good super nane. No, we're not going to bring team nankasano. And the team are almost at least the head of knowledge on the neck to be able to advise and think well. So that team will not ever know. And let's know where we are going. So yeah, ice block solid team now. Once ice block, who's the free more solid.
Yeah.
Would be paper now and then about me and MPP more. So it's about leadership, it's about what the leader wants the country to go. And we have it in here that you can give us.
All right. Maybe I'll say, Mami for courage, courage. NDC, His Excellency John Mahama, I said to him, Professor Nana Jane Opoku Ajiman. Who want to say?
I'm going to say, Michia Etiefo,
as running mate, yes.
Ashafon so or XYZ. Any mini Amadi. Madi Jibril. Yetesia.
Although just pardon my Messiano.
Now means I'm so far in Chiacasia Palma, Ma Victoria. The mother of Alan John Kwajocha Martin, 103 years and counting.
International Women's Day.
Who's
celebrating?
Namen Kosun Shirano. Na on faneni in said the Yankopon damne so. I didn't dom Ghana, Bemanim dear for or Sansu Subain, pa, adding ne character ne subam no eni nkekawa Alanjo Nkwadwo Martin obe lifted be president of Ghana.
All right.
Prof, the accomplished academic. I don't think anybody would have any issues with her as an academic. I mean, she's done where she. But rising to the very top, I was some of my Ghana in that way as a minister. As a minister, some of the policies from those of us, some of us in education, you know, we have our own reservations about it. But she served. That aside, I think the decision is simple. Since 2020, the NDC has decided to try and whitewash John Mahama. Yes, and there's no better person than Nana Jino.
Whitewash, so say.
Na say atade na John Mahama share no, anyam na me de share no.
Atade bay.
Corruption, incompetence. And open say bubu mu de be doso.
MPP kan bra na mu opposition no.
I'm
talking about MPP no.
Ene.
I do that so kan.
Tobo ene. Ene ayete he. Say Minisuban. It doesn't matter with the passage of time. Ebia na beka se wo usuban na sen me de be no ntrese misuban ye. Into the fact say in the classroom of 2016 John Mahama nya E na Akufo-Addo nya F ene no ntrese or a brilliant student. Still they are both failures.
Okay.
But the attempt to whitewash na no muguso but the Ghanaian people no ye na ye. We don't have short memories. You really fear. Nana, it's unfortunate, baby, I work but we wish her well.
All right.
We wish her well. It's also refreshing to have a woman in the dynamics. Anyway, no, I mean, I've always been an advocate for women in leadership in one way or the other, except that it should be backed by proven track record. Yeah, Nankobe, yeah, me na Jomama, yeah, running mate, mu and keep your bebo NDC. But current arrangement in there, because ultimately, then ABC, you are likely to have possibly, I mean, with the hawks and the way things happen within these parties, you are likely to have some machinations that may not even give her the dream. So she might contribute to elections victory, but may not be instrumental in government.
Sana uno.
Yeah,
okay. Minim dia madi wo kafa, I mean, consensus ya wa raise.
But we
tell mama na yanko.
And I was in Bibre, me must have 1 minute, I only 2 minutes.
Last time I was share first, who can be share. I am happy. I say, Udi more obi say on Suda say my no problem. Nobody can say anything about it. Almost if you're because he says John Mahama in the issue. You see, when Uka say we one ye now be a F. I will share marks. You know my and one ye you can correct it. And then give the person the best marks that he got.
No, correct.
So what you are saying. Now, when he was in MPP, Muka said John Mahama were incompetent to take the dollar from maybe a word to 4 cities. Incompetent.
Yes.
And then when we are giving in 1 point, when we are telling you the issues are issues dollar and ecosa, most of there be issues and reasons. Now you took the dollar to 12, almost 12. You want to compare John Mahama with the Okaja says, say now, I will do the different way to bring the dollar down. So can you call John Mahama incompetent on that one? Because Nanka, the warrior noir, and no one has had mistakes. Again, say we watching John Mahama. I'm saying that they have nothing against John Mahama in terms of leadership at John Mahama Diba. Now, when John Mahama was putting this country to say, there were challenges in our economic issues. But in the future, we should stop this thing. How do we manage it? Putting the Dwaboase gas plant, expansion of Tema. Because in the future, you will not depend on such things. You call that person incompetent. Today, you didn't add up anything. How can you call the same person? Because we have nothing to say that John Mahama, because you have track record to be shown. Say, me a way. Tell us what John Mahama did, which is not contributing to the coming today.
Okay.
So, in there, what you can say, okay, John Mahama, we are Dwaboase gas plants, we are incompetent. Can they say it today?
What do we see? Courage. Quick one. I mean, quick response. Nothing.
I think, as for performance in government, you remark it. I know end of deck. Governance and throne of deck. Inti we fail. And then we say it's unfortunate. Say the failure of Akufo-Addo and Baumia seems to be a justification for the failure of Mahama. It can never happen anyway because the Ghanaian people have the expectation. So both of you have not met the expectation, and that is marking scheme is standard though. Sometimes script no or remark saying 30% to 30%.
Right.
And you see, who bet me 30%, near remark here, or be 33%. Still we feel it. Whichever we look at it, whether it's currency, every aspect of it you look you failed. And that's the thing I don't get about the John Mahama and his surrogates. You get there's one thing in governance, here very important. If before your friend a candor, honesty. So Babaka said, oh, admittedly, meaning we were born, but my nya dear sir, Nemo say, Muhumi say ni say Nyama win a messasa, something better, be meaty, more requirement of me. But not to say we're fairly same in Mofa membra. And it is death on arrival. And 2024 in particular, you need appetite for that kind of mediocre. No? That mediocrity, you need appetite for it. Cry, which I'm able to now say elephant me by Daniel for Frantoinette say any room.
All right. Okay, you're quite tell so John Kuma in improfimu way and command and from could be Mammy Manch because may I sure say you knew him closely.
Yeah, very personal. In fact, yes, if him, Itienra, Mete, I think say I knew it's an home for nobody knows say was this bad. In Funibi cry PPA nature say na Sebi or Brepa is very 45 years there, very young. One of the very promising year na. Analysts will be a very bright future. Anyway, I could say, Mass 6. And then Nigeria, your friend is saying, Apostle. It's sad. It's sad. But
now conspiracy theories here in that way.
If dear, politics, mood dear. The baby Bania branding a conspiracy theory. Me pino no crewum. Me pino no crack a crowum. Inti main dismissing completely. I will not do that. I won't do that because Osha in seminar omokekano any their tono any even their chema won't to me their twabontia. Okay, can boa noa.
I didn't know their twabontin catcher.
Oh, what's a wama reaction be? Wama reaction be a patch because according to their captain, Smart Kayano, on also brepa, on found no chassis, a reactive first. And Sana, until now there's no drain say, oh, I say, what had me and Sa, Yatun said, Didi. Now, immediately after, no master started reacting away. But now, my didn't show if you didn't say, oh, my dear, or you're okay, or you're okay. Later, now, a becano. Now, with this same say, dear, and same Fatagana Manusem. Ukraine bakope and same Fatagana Manusem. But I'll share the AC now. Decision of President John Mahama Emeki, right, with Prof. Nana. A creative context that there will be somewhat a clean slate going to 2028, even if we near. You get it? I don't think many in the party are looking at Nana as a successor. Prof as a successor to.
And all the wide name.
And I don't think as a successor to JM. So if that is the case, a lot of the people no more project ambition. No. The braina befwana na so because we say after sa we no chapter no na mo bie ato ho. That situation of say emu be bie ato ho no. It mean my unhealthy competition. But I be number try say take their opponents out either through a scandal or various means
or reconcile it to the Ekoso MPP or party.
The Ekoso na. I mean there are very few people in the MPP Omojo say Alhaji can win this election. There are very few people. I'm Kopa GD say oh election there.
Dr. Baumi
Alhaji be winning. Na say Alhaji entimi winning. Yes, as a party they would have satisfied the tag of being an account party and all of that. So the party will now look back to base. As someone look back to base, mana. Me say, me dream say, yes, our contest no. Post 2024 election yi. No, ana this insimhunu ni ewudisem yi ACC.
All right.
But ensem fataga na amanyosem so de nanka poisoning as is being alleged no we de enka ho a contest of ideas. Any demonstration of capacity. The silent Trematina was some man Ghana's minister every friend and minister part one then now you beat me and your minister part two beat me I know kita plan. Say Ghana to Abama a plan when I'm be develop Ghana. In fact, Central Region crowd was say hono me plan is say me be a financial hub. It's say or between two harbors, two industrial cities near. Well, and no near the ya manosem. And yeah. Allergy.
Madi,
but nyame emfa nekra
insi right. Madi, yen question na fe.
John Kuma MPP poison.
What's saying?
John Kuma 1, MPP 2, poison 3. A issue when this thing happen, we need to take our minds back and understand that political party in slow poison and death of prominent guys in the MPP. It's unfortunate we are discussing John Kuma this time, a young guy. But in the line of Nyama ATC in the MPP, when you sit and analyze it very well, at any time when there's some prominent person trying to be in MPP, the end of that person comes with poison issues. And you can mention many. Kwashiga was a prominent to be a running mate. During Kufo. Then he did Basu say after Kufo, you'll be one of the person that will be promoted, one of the voter region people who is coming up well. No more Bundi. No Bundi. And check on a poison issue by. Yes. Was it poison? Yeah. A doctor for Massa.
I know it was a health.
One say way no it John Kuba there no it is because once like I said now the thing is broadened, so the issues are coming up because the things are now coming broader. Say about for any information what you say because your Kuba issues way no if it had happened at the period of that poison shorter now going to be carried for. Because issues, the Kuma issue, when it started here, when even people who are close to him, he's telling them the issue. Yes, people who are close to him. Onankasa a catcher of or do a catcher and say, Minkasi me perani me to Jordan Modi Manfa. These are things John Kuma himself starts saying. Because he got to a point, I didn't know, some of them about parliament. Even Yare no Mokrapo, no, those who are closer. Yeah. So, in Paibon say and go free more, then he can fight his cause. What he has. So the question is, why do people resort? Will somebody resort to this? Why will somebody resort to this point of the MPP are that kind of wicked? People don't know that. If people are more poison, that's why they are poisonous with long economic issues in this country. They don't care. It's about them. The MPP as a political, it's about them. It is few who think that we don't like this devilish life, and then they are walking out. If you elect the people like Courage, when they speak, you see that feeling, no say they be, it don't belong to this party. Because if you take the NDC has always had adjustment of leadership when they say, but you never hear these things. When you come to...
But what catch on the BBC?
In this year, your elections are here. People who are just selling the name around running me, there are more than 12 people. There are more than 12.
Yeah.
If I lively, what you say will be in the Chiapano. But why is it the MPP? In fact, you see, not only this one, I follow MPP recently. Dumsuna eba shanti reji bebre no. Omo say na po e kora animate nti. E na obi tutu we na free mu amunya. Omo say amoye. This is the party eba ye. they took us through say since I been operating mate until there will be any sikano issues way sikano so now we are waiting to see who can be able to block himself but it's unfortunate for me. It's unfortunate, and you see I really had information. In fact, last January, the condition of Omo. But yes, in fact, he followed the Minister for Finance to Kumasi. Yeah. To
and one pictures Nana show screen or so. Call 2 4.
Yes. Now,
what
I mean that.
But Oshana.
Yeah, what you say? Oh, that no. That's a stroke. A light stroke. Went to abroad and all those things. And that's why the story. In fact, this is a story. In fact, this is something that I think that we need to call for a deeper investigation on that issue. Because I must say, my imagine says, I didn't just want me poison as I may call just about me in the Ohana because.
Well, emphasis
actually, Uti aid nano pay ya.
Who are not LGBTQ no why?
Uti na no patches enra nanka omodene fa plane from
Germany.
Abakra. But Omudu airport no. It was not fit for flights.
Yeah.
Even from Kumasi. Anything na no modene fa kwine.
It's so
so
Abudu Suma.
Wow.
But you see, that is where when I heard him, I also felt say I think that
Brenna can you show?
Yeah. Then I understand say then we have a problem. As a deputy minister, at least at that time from Kumasi, first could have been say Konfanachi to maintain so that I look what
a doctor no had been there the day prior. Doctor no cried down in change.
That's right.
So there's been a lot of attention and we decided to say no at this point.
Yeah,
again about to health infrastructure. A year there was some a ambulance helicopter type way the man so with medics attending to him way. I'm sure Sanki beat me by time. The intervention expected in Germany no. Would have saved costs.
Yeah.
But I don't think I'm
helicopter. I set up for helicopter no. Now you
could have helicopter. We have done it before.
A doctor.
I say Sebio mini ayare. Na me de na to me ameka mu. Say doctor nka no ho. Enye the same as an ambulance.
Okay.
Say the fano.
Matiatia.
But we no so say and say na say regular on an ordinary day crampo no. Yeah, health infrastructure is safase. And we cannot afford LGBT. It me. Hey, Madam for Bakoye Juma wo no for no NGO space. O catch me say. Kovlani we no. Nina ye is near there. And most of them ye omo sebio omo take on that lifestyle no. Inti enye bibi even for the public health concern keke. Any the future of this country, we cannot be losing our citizens untimely like this. And until I may as Okristoni, Mapa. May the pass parliament. Etimia pass a bill. May the pass a parliament. Etimia pass a bill now. President Kufado. Opo bill no best sign.
At the end of the shed, I'm not sign.
Oh, Opo best sign.
I'm for the court. IMF ni World Bank consensus here. Finance Ministry.
Action are you taking on the faith? About on the fort. President Kachre. One country Ghana from pool. Could share diplomatic community. Ghana for to Abamani de Hunhiano. Ghana for to Abamano de Hunya. And where one of the disadvantages of this aid development culture. Because a hono koji loan na omotimi etwetwe bi afefa nche ni ntino hu hia no esen Ghana for na to abama no we share everything around it. I mean, I'm very happy say we are winning the fight against this menace as a country. We are winning the fight and the president cannot be a stumbling block on our way to victory on this matter. As a people, yes, your representatives in parliament I express your view. Say yempe.
You lose budget support cry yempe.
I am ra a budget deben support. Now say Uganda. $120 million. IMF approve am. Atro Sadia ne fi finance ministry ban. Ya pa say Aminanta. The first actors minister say obe tro e deceive Ghana for. But no, parliament should invite him to question on this matter. It's not true. Me minimum penifo a omonde IMF penifo edi nkomo. Bisa say is this your position? I say that. Ntesa. President Ayakasa and even the entire IMF is divided on the matter. And yes, say IMF for position. Say on LGBT ni yen the so say country be adopt it. And you no correct. At the Intina Finance Ministry, ebe deceive the entire country. Say then she can be budget support one. Now $3 billion in 6 years. That comes to about $500 million per year.
That's right.
To Ghana value no. Yes, a film mobo. Mobo say Ghana. Anyankopon de no baby brea chain. Because we bodin sisi ayenwie. Na because of pittance. Yet say you turn your bet right. Hey, nipa bebre nim Ghana we enu Ghana. Ghana is like the Israel of Africa. We can Bible now share omu describe Israel baby war, which was literally at the center of the world at the time. Ghana honey at TCCA. Greenwich Meridian Far Community 1 Presby. A fair nim. Mimi knew what I fair him. You sit right at the center of the world. Into the spirituality of this country, no. Nyankopon fan to let me one we say yet. Etina cool said you try a one share a bintimin to no. We are a Christian people. We are a Christian people. Often said they all the fine. We are Christian people. And as a Christian people, we say no to LGBTQ plus W. We say no to it. And our leaders must reflect that view of we the people. Say, yemfuaso, yempewa ha, ekombedi yenkra, ekomonde yen, yemfuaso. Ma Bible no so can be. David say, ayabofra anamenyi, mi hu otini nini, ayekom adenoda, anema, because of enunintino. Me say Ghana must take a stance in righteousness. And then no, Nyankopon be adding, new minerals not being discovered in this country.
Madi,
baby, I could do is just to prove the MPP are in support of this at ECOSO. Oh yeah.
But the leader of the
as a CDD for no MPP for
why?
CDD for no.
They all don't
Richard.
Me see, MPP for other social women now we. And that is why they are supporting making sure that do we know a can be asobe. Because how can in the just recent time you pass levy bill no be a court. But my penny say me sign it the court need do 2 more me stop. Ya do 2 more me koso. Not the same thing no be nyanko na do say ono doing so be court. It means signing. Now take even the ministers now here veti omo. Any of them that be saying about issue ni pe. Was it me a Christian?
Yeah.
Now but you advise for one penny or say I need the mean can be also.
Yeah.
So they know what they are doing. In fact, even the Muslim now I mean now as a Muslim.
Yeah.
And he also speaking the minds of Baumia. Telling the president, wake up to match of mention financial Jessica. But we already know, say, who started size you are but there are people who are not doing the same. I'm talking about any institution. Those who are interested in those things, they will fight to some judges started side issues in our primaries. They pump money there to make him lose elections. Some judges will lose election.
That powerful.
Yes.
No, some judges ni pe bi ame. Me crofo ye konyankopon anim bompaye se on wini.
You see, so
and wini yen so.
And I'm trying now see no.
You see, Nanado. That's from the beginning. Who said people court when be now as a lawyer. Your lawyer Nanado, the family.
Yeah.
Who supported the idea? How will you defend the case for us?
It is to say yen day.
Oh, that be one sign it. Nanado.
One sign.
Oh, Ronaldo. Because pressure I want to sue from the same that club, no, he will not do it.
And then someone I'm Thomas.
We are signing. No, we are. You see, Ghanaians. That is. In fact, we'll do it.
A balance on mobile signing.
Well, try to Nasser and they were stating the position that
I don't want my state to say about. In fact, who led the cause in parliament? It's NDC. And you see, Ghanaians will never take us serious if you don't push these things. And you see, we started pushing this issue. Say, that's the point that we should not rely more on our foreign issue. That brought the homegrown
Ghana beyond aid.
And Ghana beyond aid. 7 years down the line, what's it? 7 years kind of broach. I mean, to me, Juma.
Yeah.
But it tells us that these people are not ready. In fact, even if they find a way to get this signed, they are only doing it because of vote.
Number se meka se obia obefa amanyo sem so aka se odesa die we no ebedada nyankopon krofo Ghana fo nyame bepa ne ho ntoma awia ketekete. Oh yes. President just about 2 weeks before it just said democracy even though constitution say a secular state no we are a Christian nation. Na 2 weeks pepe na se ade we aba enyamo hu sem say aba na say MP so apase be the aba o sun resign
ko da di ba ko me dey me say asori be na do ko
Anglican
yeah
oh sir aso ko Anglican say na penso ebisi
na be o come the thing na ko ba say jira me asori
but there's a body jibro na penso courage no be afrafranto ne chinie na be fia abusu ya no mezi wa ha say Midiane Kwame Minkah Ajimanie power nie or the power mid morning Abraham no pay ya or radio so what TV so ya yibu sini na fe so yes also bomb on your na Friday X zone afia de bebramo what TV so no 9 pepe Mugabe Mase what TV so inside politics no mienu inside politics for radio so prem to kase e bon so beba ahaya no se fidie da nya ba bia ye be hia